morning. Glad you're all here on this beautiful Monday morning. It's day number 337 of building dayNumber and documenting daily as well for the last 337 days. And really what this is about is actually my name is Jordan Obeas. I'm the founder of dayNumber, and that's what this is about, is me documenting my journey daily of building dayNumber, which is really the mission is to support mission-driven founders, to support them to build what it is that they're building and fulfill their mission. And yeah, initially it was to create a network and a platform for early stage mission-driven founders to fulfill their vision and mission with what they're building. I wanted to launch a fund, a documentary series. Then now it's kind of come full circle after 336 days. Instead of launching a documentary series, what I have is people documenting their days every single day. Now, that content is actually can be accessed by any AI agent. So therefore, it could potentially create like loose scripts for reels or documentaries or shorts. So that's pretty cool how that happened. And then the fund. Now I'm in the process of raising a fund within the next 90 days to support these founders. And and my mission is still the same. So usually what I talk about is what happened the day before, and then also what's going to happen today. So yesterday, it was mostly a family day. I went to church with the family, and then took my daughter swimming. And I actually had somebody call me who, first of all, they WhatsApped me a couple times, and they called me on WhatsApp. And it was like a Lebanon number. I was like, what the heck? Like, who is this person? Why is somebody from Lebanon? I thought it was some random person trying to cold call me, right? And then I seen like a local number here from Hamilton. They called me once. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it's just spam. And then they called me again. I'm like, okay, this is weird. So I listened to the voicemail. And then he finally said, oh, hey, this is Imad from Go Tango. And I'm like, oh, shoot, Go Tango. And, back in 2020, I had a marketing agency. And he was one of my first customers. I helped him initially with Google reviews. It was his brother. And then I met up with him at their other location and pitched him the reviews thing. And he used it for a few weeks and helped him with the reviews. So yeah, it was just random. Now he wants me to help him with the store in Bulgaria, and that's where he lives now. And I was actually looking to raise some money. Hey, it is Harimaja. Hi, first time on your channel. Welcome. If it's your first time, then you see here I'm with Maxie, good boy. I just did his business. Yeah, so if it's your first time here, my name is Jordan Oveas, or as you can see, Magic Jordan. I'm the founder of dayNumber. I've been documenting my journey for the last 337 days. Forgot to mention, I'm also a professional magician. I've been performing magic for, how long here? Since 2003. Come on, Max, let's go. Yeah, since 2003. Jamal said hi. It is Reed Majal said, oh my god, Max, hi. That's awesome. Max, you want to say hi to everyone? You can call me Shri. Okay, hey Shri. Max, look at me. Come on. Looking at. Yeah, so a random thing happened yesterday, and the funny thing is I was already thinking of okay, what if there was a way that I could help somebody build something with AI? And in the beginning, when I got this call, he's like, oh, I want you to help me with my Google reviews and my social media and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh man, this is gonna take a lot of time, but then in my mind I was like, oh, maybe there's a way I could do this where it's like a short-term thing, like maybe 90 days, and build them like an AI CMO kind of thing, so I'm gonna see what he says about that. But it just made me think this is something I can offer to people locally, is don't do a long-term contract, because my main focus is dayNumber. And morning. Yeah, main focus is dayNumber, and yeah, I don't want to turn this into like a full-time business or anything like that, you know. But maybe this is like something I could build for myself too, as like a test, and then give this to founders and other people. Say, okay, look, I was doing this for a client, and now here's something you could use, to help you market, right? I'm Jamal said, show us magic. Come, let's go, Max. Show us magic. You can see I don't have any. I mean, I could try, but it's hard with my dog. I mean, a real magician wouldn't say that. They'd be like, okay, fine, let me do. I'll show you something. Watch this. Boom. But the best kind of magic is when you don't expect it. When you least expect it. Okay. By the way, this is what Doug does when he. Come on, Max, let's go. When he wants to play. Come on. Yeah, when he wants to play, this is what he does. So, anyways, this guy, Max. Yeah. So, anyways, so yeah, the title of this stream is when you're a founder, as an early founder, and you're building, what you need to do is trust the process. Trust that. I was thinking, I gotta raise like 25K. I gotta raise 100K. I gotta build this fund. You have all these plans, which are great. They give you a general idea of where you're going. You have the bigger vision of, what it is that you want to do. But the how to get there doesn't matter. So you just have to trust the process, because there's going to be many days when you're building something and, there's not that much going on. And you're like, man, why is it taking so long to get to where I need to go, basically, right? Or accomplish the goal that I want to accomplish. And you just got to know it's all happening in its perfect timing, right? I'm Jamal. What do you think about 2026? I think it's awesome, man. 2026 so far has been great. Last 6 months, 180 days. You could see, I documented every single day on my channel. Been building in public since 337 days ago, and there's been many ups and downs for sure, but mostly it's been a good progress. Good progress. From where I was at 6 months ago and now where I'm at now and where I'm going now. So it's awesome. Really good. Check out beautiful landscape here. Wow. Just gotta show you. This is an IRL, right? So I gotta show you some context. Not just a lot of people when they're doing IRL. Yeah, actually, you know what? Speed is really good. He has a whole team. And he started off with just chatting. In his playing video games and stuff like that in his room before he did like any type of IRL stream where he's like going on a world tour. But how about you guys? How's your 2026 so far? Something that you want to share? Goes by quick though, like 2026. But yeah, what's something you guys want to share? One thing. Share me one thing about 2026. Doesn't matter what. I'm Jamal. What is your dog's name? Max. It's Max. See, look here. You see the squirrel? See the squirrel? Go get him. Go get him, Max. Come on. Max, come on. Silly Max. Come on, let's go. All right. Another squirrel. Oh, a lot of squirrels. Yeah, so, if you guys are just tuning in right now, you're watching the replay. The main thing I want to share for today is that just don't know how things are going to come together. I didn't expect that guy, from 6 years ago to literally call me from Bulgaria to say, hey, can I hire you to do some marketing for me? So what I'm going to do is build an AI CMO, Chief Marketing Officer, who basically can build any skill or has the wisdom, the knowledge, expertise of somebody who can handle any type of like social media. So from like video editing to like Google reviews to websites, all that kind of stuff. Because I need that too. I need that for what I'm doing with dayNumber. So as I'm building it for this guy, if I do it for this guy, I'm building it for myself as well. So that's how I gotta look at it. And at the same time, as I perfect it, I could also give this to the founders and add it to dayNumber, because one of the biggest things that people have problems with is now it's so easy to start a project or start a AI or start a company, because you could build a solution with AI like in like a day or less than a day, or even within 10 minutes. But the hard part is distribution, right? First of all, you have to make something good that people want, right? And then the second thing is you have to get it out to people that want it, right? Jamal says, I think 2026 is very different. 100%. And you see, it's all how you look at it too. When you look, I've been documenting for 337 days, and what am I going to talk about? I can't even believe like I've done 337 videos. I mean, or not all 337 videos, but I've documented 337 days. There was only one day in the early days that I missed, but other than that, pretty much all of it. And yeah, it's crazy. Because every day there's something new to talk about. That's how you gotta look at it, right? If you think that 2026 or this day is gonna be different, it will be. And you might say, oh, well, I never thought that was gonna be the same, and then it ended up being different. Okay, that's great. That's even better. Because you were surprised there. However, if you see each moment as a new moment, an opportunity for you to be better, greater, different, whatever it is you want to choose to be, you can choose, and you just need to decide that whatever it is that you're going to do next is what you're going to do, regardless of what happened in the past, right? Max Raj says, hello from Ukraine. Hey, welcome. I think you're the first one that has chatted from Ukraine. That's awesome. Yeah, because I don't know who pops in or where people pop in from, but yeah, where's everybody else popping in from? We'd love to know. And I know it's loud here, guys, so you can see I'm on the road here. Anyways, I gotta head out, but thank you guys for tuning in again. Again, remember, trust the process when you're building. Know that you don't know how things are going to happen or come together. I didn't know I was going to potentially build an AI CMO for people, and then maybe people for dayNumber or founders. And who knows, maybe a whole stack. You can have your whole team where you could really build your billion-dollar unicorn company as a solo founder. Who knows? I have no idea, but I just know I'm taking the next step, and I show up every day. I document publicly. I show up for you guys too, to go live every day. So make sure you subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Day number 337, I'm out.